What's up, people? Appreciate you tapping in. This is a subscribers only live, so we just waiting for some subs to come in. Hope you guys are having a beautiful, beautiful brand new day. Hope you did something to make your dreams come true, you know? For those of you that don't know, my name is Ace Mirrorman. I am the one and only modern mystic, the most magical being in Michigan. I am a quantum access, multi-dimensional being of light. And over here, the mission is the same every single day. Over here, we see the highest vibrational frequencies of heaven on earth with actions that are infused with love, with the intention to see the beauty in all things, not just for ourselves, but for everyone that we come into contact with. Everyone. So if you resonate with something like that, hit the follow button. In our subscribers only lives, we teach you how to get in alignment with your divine identity through your birth chart. So if you're into astrology but all you know is your sun sign, might be a great time to learn more. So I appreciate you for being here. I'm gonna be here whenever y'all ready. Hello, hello, hello. Da 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 da. Hello. What's up, Lex? How's the day? How's the day? Oh, it's 2. Is that better?
Oh, I forgot there's no music allowed.
No. Nice. Hey, what's up? Happy Saturday, Justine. What's going on? Nice. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what's happening. I love that our community can bridge those gaps like that. I love that.
Never ate my fortune cookie. Said my upbeat nature will attract unexpected allies.
I like the way that sounds.
Mm-hmm.
On the way home to you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just super excited about all the things to come. All the things. There's so many things to come. So many. What's up? Yes, yes. What's up, Cheyenne? What's up? You made it. You're here. I don't think I have your chart in my computer. So we're gonna have to get your chart in there. Let me get myself together. On my way home to you. Alright, Cheyenne, can you mind dropping your information here, or you want to put it in my inbox? You want to drop your well, yeah, that's right. You got Cheyenne's birth chart, right? Is it? Do we print it out?
We might have.
Oh, we don't have your chart, Cheyenne. Okay. Alright, baby. It doesn't matter. I can drop it. Okay. Cool. Drop it down there. Drop it down there now. I'll get it all together. Birth time, birth date, birth location, city and state. Hey, lovely lady. Thank you for the finger hearts. Appreciate you. If you want to really be really dope, if you drop me some of these little birds down here, those are pretty cool. Once we get, well, do we really want to do? Maybe for every goal we'll just have it for the subscribers, for every one of them. Pretty dope. All right, Shy. We're gonna put you as Shy. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Cheyenne, are you ready? You ready for some homework, Shy?
Shy needs to learn her houses.
Ooh, okay. Shy, do you know what the houses mean at all? Do you know anything about the house system? The part of the chart 1 all the way to 12? Okay. So, what is it that you're trying to get done? What are you feeling right now? Because as I'm looking at your chart, you being a late degree Sagittarius rising. Where's your Gemini? Your Gemini is in your 5th and 6th house. Your Gemini placement. Your Gemini placement is in the 5th house, which is pleasure. You know what? We're gonna do right about now. What do you think? It's in mid. You think we're in the mid degree?
Of Gemini?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about like halfway through.
I think it tells me right on here. We are at. Oh no, that's not the one. That's not the. We'll go back to the original chart.
When did Gemini season start?
I'm not quite sure, but right now we are at 17 degrees and 24 inches Gemini right now. Because it tells you right on the website. So if that's where the sun is right now, let me go to Cheyenne's chart. All right, so right now, Cheyenne, the sun. Okay. Right now, the sun is at 7, so it's already passed over your node. It's already passed over the north node. So that energy could be still going on, but being in your 6th house at 17 degrees, it's in your health, work, and routines, the things you're doing on a daily basis. And you have Gemini there also at 27 degrees retrograde.
What's that 27 degrees retrograde?
Her Jupiter.
Oh.
Your Jupiter is in Gemini in your chart. It's not about good or bad. There is no good or bad. There is what it is, and then there is how you're going to deal with it. So, what you need to understand right now, we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna go to the notes. Let's go to the notes. We're gonna type in homework list. We're putting Cheyenne on the homework list. Oh, there's a flash go. There's a flash go. All right. Shy has the sun transiting Gemini in the 6th house. In her, or we should say where also she has a retrograde Jupiter at, let's see, how many degrees is that retrograde Jupiter? 27. All right, Cheyenne, this is your homework. You have Gemini in your 6th house. What you need to understand is right now your conscious awareness with Gemini, with the sun, us being in Gemini season at this very moment, your conscious awareness is all about your everyday routines, your work, your health, and what you do to stay healthy every single day. You also have in your birth natal chart, the day you were born, Jupiter was retrograde in that house. So we're trying to figure out what's going on in that workhouse. What's going on? What can you, because right now that's where the sun is. So that's where a lot of your conscious awareness is going to be right now. So that's your homework. You said a lot of struggles to be. Yeah, we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. We are going to figure it out. But before I look it up, I want you to have the time that you need with it so that you can dive as deep as you want to into this subject. Because when we get back to it, I'm also going to dive deep into it with you. So what I'm going to say, I can read you what I put. Cheyenne has the sun transiting Gemini in her 6th house. Where also she has a retrograde Jupiter at 27 degrees. So it's up to you what kind of question, how you would like to move from that area. But that's where my springboard is going to be. Yep. There you go. See? There you go. Shoot, let's look that boy up together. Let me do that. Why not? Let's look it up together. We're gonna talk to her. Hey Saul, what's going on?
Hey there, not much. Just here and ready to help out. How's your day going so far? Anything fun or interesting happening?
Oh yeah, you know me, just teaching people this astrology stuff. I got a question for you. Are you ready?
Absolutely. I'm ready for your question. Ask away and let's dive into some astrology knowledge.
So, can you break down what an actual retrograde means?
Absolutely. When a planet goes retrograde, it means that from our perspective here on Earth, the planet appears to be moving backward in the sky. It's actually an optical illusion caused by the relative positions of the planet and Earth as they both orbit the sun. Astrologically, retrogrades are seen as times for reflection, revisiting past themes, and reassessing certain areas of life depending on which planet is retrograde.
Okay, nice. So, if a person was to have Jupiter retrograde, what do you think that would mean for that person?
When someone has Jupiter retrograde in their birth chart, it often means that their growth, expansion, and quest for knowledge are more internally focused. They might seek wisdom from within and reflect deeply on their beliefs and philosophies. It can also indicate that their luck or opportunities come... You're welcome. I'm glad that helped. If you have any more questions about astrology or anything else...
It just skipped the whole thing. So, it says that when you had Jupiter retrograde, that your growth is more internal focus. So, especially when it comes to your 6th house, if you have the Jupiter retrograde in your 6th house, and it's a late degree, probably like stuff like work, your routine, you gotta go within, change your mindset about it. You're probably not even the type of person that needs to work hard to get a good job, you know? Because Jupiter, no matter if it's retrograde or going direct, there's tons of blessings. Tons and tons of blessings. You said you really do work hard, but is that because you were taught that that's how it had to be, or do you really have the energy and you want to work hard?
Good, but it's terrifying.
What do you mean doesn't like push thing off? What do you mean? I get that. I get that. I get that. I get that. Do you like how you do things? Like, is it working out for you that way, the way that you're doing it? Her, let's see.
Orion.
Yes. What do you want?
I want you to take this stuff and put it right back to your room.
So, I got a question for you. Are you ready?
Of course, I'm always ready. What's your question?
So, I got a friend who has a Jupiter retrograde at 27 degrees of Gemini in their 6th house. Can you tell me a little about that?
Absolutely. With Jupiter retrograde at 27 degrees of Gemini in the 6th house, your friend likely has a unique approach to growth and learning, especially when it comes to their daily routines, work, and health. Jupiter in Gemini is all about curiosity and communication, so they may find a lot of joy in learning new skills and sharing knowledge in their everyday life. With the retrograde, that process of growth and expansion tends to be more introspective. They might often reflect on their methods, reassess their routines, and seek deeper understanding in their work and health habits. It's a great placement for someone who values lifelong learning and self-improvement.
So, what do you think? What career path should a person like that actually take?
For someone with Jupiter retrograde in Gemini in the 6th house, a career that involves continuous learning, communication, and adaptability would be a fantastic fit. They might thrive in fields like writing, teaching, journalism, research, or anything that involves sharing and processing information. Because the 6th house is related to work, service, and health, they could also do well in roles that require problem solving and improving systems, such as project management or even something in the tech field where communication and adaptability are key.
So, do you want to go deeper, Cheyenne? Do you want to take it even deeper? All right, so, okay, we can take it and we can say, okay, awesome. That was great work. This person also has a MC at 22 degrees Libra. Could you tell me about that?
Absolutely. The midheaven, or MC, represents one's career, public image, and life goals. Having the MC at 22 degrees of Libra suggests that this person is likely to be seen as someone who values harmony, balance, and fairness in their professional life. They may have a natural talent for diplomacy and could be drawn to careers that involve mediation, the arts, law, or anything that requires a sense of aesthetics and justice. With the 22-degree mark, sometimes referred to as the master builder degree in astrology, there's also a sense of determination and the ability to create something lasting and impactful in their chosen career path.
You know, I was thinking about that as soon as it said law, I was like, yep, she said she wanted to be an FBI agent. Well, there's a lot in there. There's a whole lot in there. I'm looking at your chart right now, and within that 10th house, you've got a lot of Scorpio. And all of your planets are in the Scorpio part. You got the sun there, you've got Mercury there, you've got Venus there. So you got a retrograde Venus there. So you got a lot of energy in your career house. So I'm gonna tell you, I think you should definitely go into something like very something that allows you to dig deep for real, like, because you get excited. You got your Scorpio is there, your Mercury is there, and your Venus is there. So the career that you actually take is, you're gonna love it. It's gonna make you shine, and you really do need to be able to almost like dissect things. What do you mean you're in business? Oh, you start? See, that's what... You're gonna have to practice some patience. You're gonna have to practice some patience. Jupiter, on Monday, Jupiter enters into Cancer. Let's see where your Cancer house is. This should be fun. This should be fun. Where's your Cancer house? Let's see what we find out about your Cancer house. I get it. All right, let's talk to ChatGPT. You have no planets in your 7th house. You have no planets in Cancer at all. All right, let's talk to ChatGPT. So that same friend, she's got Cancer in her 7th house, no planets in there, but Jupiter is getting ready to transit into the 7th house of Cancer this coming week on Monday. What can you tell me about the shift that should happen?
Oh, the mac and cheese is done.
That sounds exciting. With Cancer on the 7th house cusp, relationships and partnerships are likely an important area of life for your friend, often approached with a lot of care, empathy, and nurturing. As Jupiter, the planet of growth and expansion, moves into their 7th house, there's a beautiful opportunity for growth in one-on-one connections. This could mean forming new partnerships, strengthening existing relationships, or experiencing a sense of abundance and joy in their connections.
Your Saturn placement is in Gemini. No. You don't. Your Saturn placement. What? Yeah, it's like on the cusp. It's in Gemini, not in Cancer. Your Saturn placement is in Gemini. Actually, it's at 28 degrees Gemini, and it's retrograde. Yeah, I think you're gonna you're going to be putting a lot, because the sun will be moving into Cancer by the end of June anyway. So, especially for the whole 28 days, you're gonna be laser focused. For the first 28 days, you're gonna be laser focused on relationships and the relationships you're building at school. So that's going to be very, very, very big. And the reason I say that's going to be very big is because your 7th house automatically affects your 10th and 11th house, which is career and social, your social, basically your wider friend group, social networks. And with all of that energy, because those are water signs, the water signs affect each other. So as you have these water signs, like just being in that place, that school, wherever you're going, and with that much energy, Jupiter, the planet of luck, going into that house, you're gonna attract, and I would be very mindful, you're gonna attract a lot of Scorpios to you. You're gonna attract a lot of Scorpios to you because they're gonna be meant to be put extra power into your 10th house. And because Scorpio also runs into your 11th house, you may end up getting into a relationship with one of them, which will even more fuel your social networks, your wider friend group. Yeah. And that's going to affect how you see yourself. Yeah, you got an adventurous year coming. I'd prepare. You know all this downtime that you're having, Cheyenne? All this downtime that you're having it because soon you're not gonna have downtime. So you should be very appreciative of this real chill downtime that you get, because come Monday, it's gonna be a whole different ball game. Whole different ball game, Cheyenne. Hey, for my forever smile, thank you for the heart me. Appreciate you much. Yo, if you want to support your boy, put me some of these white doves up in here. I like those. Those are nice. They're new. Oh, I'm actually ready to get back into something. Oh, yeah. The thing is, I don't even think you really you have any idea. You don't. I don't think you realize what this really is saying. Like, you don't have any energy in the 7th house. So you're not necessarily gonna be going into this thing trying to get any like relationships, but they're all gonna magnetize you because of this Jupiter energy. It's going to attract, and it's gonna just blow up your relationships. You're gonna meet a lot of people, and I would just stay mindful. Stay very, very, very mindful of other Scorpios that you come across, because you got a lot. You got 4 planets. Let's talk about it. Let's ask ChatGPT. Hey, so that friend I was talking about has 4 planets, a 4-planet stellium in Scorpio, but their Scorpio connects their 10th and 11th house. Can you tell me more about that?
Absolutely. A stellium in Scorpio means that your friend's chart is heavily influenced by Scorpio's energy, intense, transformative, and deeply perceptive. When this stellium spans the 10th and 11th houses, it brings that intense Scorpio energy into both their career and public image, 10th house, and their friendships, networks, and long-term goals. This could manifest as someone who is very passionate and driven in their career, possibly drawn to roles that involve research, transformation, or even healing. In the 11th house, that intensity can show up in their social circles and the causes they care about, meaning they may be deeply committed to their friendships and community goals. Overall, it creates a powerful blend of ambition and loyalty in both their professional life and their social world.
Yeah. This year is gonna be a real good year for you, and then you can look at it this way. It's going into your 7th house. 6 years. In 6 years, your whole public image, everything, the way you look, the way you dress, you're gonna go through a crazy glow up, and it's gonna prepare you for the next 12 years of your life after that. So get comfy. Yeah, but it's gonna be relationships. See, you're already halfway through. You've literally just come to the other side. See, you're in what? You're in your 20s, right? Aren't you in your 20s? 22. See, you're lucky because you're getting this information like in your 20s for real. Like you are in the middle of a whole transformation. You are in the middle of something already. Like 6 years ago is when you started this life cycle that you're actually in. You started this life cycle that you're living in right now is the karma of 6 years ago. I hope you understand what I'm telling you. So you've got Jupiter is gonna go through your 7th house, your 8th house, your 9th house, your 10th house, your 11th house, and your 12th house. So you got 6 years before Jupiter comes to your 12th house and starts changing how you subconsciously see yourself. And that's gonna be your Saturn return. Now that's gonna be when Saturn comes back and says, hey, all that stuff you've been doing, here's the culmination of it. Do you like it? And it's going to be your job to actually say, hey, you know what? Either, yes, I love this and I'm going to keep going, or you're going to have to do some redoing. And you're halfway through. So right now, based on the last 6 years, this thing, Jupiter, is about to move from your 5th house to your 6th house. And it's about to bless your relationships. It's about to make them expand, give you abundance, attract a lot of people to you. What's going on, Josh? Make sure you just stay aware. Try to be as aware as possible. Because 22 is an age where a lot of people make a lot of mistakes. Lots of mistakes. We all do. But the thing is, we all do because we didn't have this knowledge. You are at a very, very, very good time in your life to even get this type of knowledge, to even help along this way.
Yeah, she hasn't even developed her frontal cortex yet.
Yeah. So right now I can say that in your life, in this life cycle that you're in, you're not a kid, but you're still dealing with lessons from being a teenager. Usually everybody around age 27, 28 starts getting that Saturn return. So you have to be very mindful, like you're dealing with karma now. You've already set, like 6 years ago, Jupiter was in your 1st house. It did something for the way you see yourself. 5 years ago, it was in your 2nd house. Changed how you value yourself. Then it was in your 3rd house. Changed how you communicated. So basically now, Jupiter is getting ready to leave your 5th house this coming week. Tap into that 6th house. Or no, I'm sorry. Your 6th house tapping into that 7th house. Your relationships. From the person that you've been seeing yourself as, the person that you value yourself to be, the communication style, your home life, your creativity and your playfulness and all that, and your work, health, and routine, boom, now your relationships. Yeah, because you're still in that life cycle. You're still there. And that's why, like, you're still there. And that's why, like, if you decide, because it only can be you, Cheyenne. It only can be you. If you decide to take this seriously and really start paying attention, you can be ahead of the game. More ahead of the game than I was at 22. Way more ahead of the game than I was at 22. I had a family at 22. And I wasn't studying.
I was homeless.
So, it's up to you, though. All I can see me, Let me tell you who I am to in your world, because I don't, at this very moment I only play one role in your life. So let me enlighten you on who I am in your world. I'm the Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius sun and moon. My sign is in your 12th house. I'm literally in your subconscious right now talking to you about the changes that are going to happen. I'm also a Gemini rising. So my vessel shows up literally right in your 6th house of work, health, and routine. You see me every single day, if not every other day. I'm a part of your daily routine. That's how I show up. That's how legit this astrology stuff is. So when you decide, as soon as you decide to really dive into this and change your habits and start moving with nature, because a lot of times we're moving against nature because we're trying to keep up with what's happening outside, what's going on outside of us, when really we should be inside, moving with nature, moving with our internal instincts. I'm only trying to put you up on game, Cheyenne, because when that Saturn return come, I want yours to look a lot better than mine did. People go through that Saturn return and they really feel that dark night of the soul because they made a lot of mistakes and now they gotta redo and do make amends and do all that stuff. I'm hoping that don't have to be you.
I bet you that's why, have you ever heard about the 27 Club? Like all the musicians that offed themselves at that age?
Saturn return.
Yeah.
Saturn
That's
return
why.
that you can't deal. The 27 Club is literally about the Saturn return. Do you like the life that you've created for yourself? And most people without this knowledge, especially if they gain success, major worldwide success without having true knowledge of self, can really and then you're getting validation from outside yourself before you ever truly validated who you actually were. That could destroy you. That could destroy you. And it's with yourself, Cheyenne. It's literally with nothing else. And that's the part I don't think you truly get. I don't think you truly understand yet. But you will. You don't truly understand that everything outside of you is actually inside of you. In order to control the outside, you have to be able to control the inside. And that's where the true patience for self, patience for your own development, patience for where you are in the moment. Knowing that where you are is where you are supposed to be. There is nowhere else for you to be but in the moment. And that's true patience. That's understanding divine timing. Not what they say and what you think how you think it should be. It's about being able to sit here like, oh, you know what? Well, this is where I'm at. This is where I am. This is it. Where else am I supposed to be?
And all that Scorpio energy she has, she's bound to be transforming.
She gotta meditate though. Cheyenne, how often do you just sit in a quiet room with yourself and just breathe? How often do you do that? Like, literally, not even on some straight up like meditation type stuff, but just sit quietly, no TV, no phone, just you and your breath. Because that's the cheat code right there. Especially you a Scorpio, you a deep person. But you can. You can. That's why I don't know your actual circumstances like in your house, but like there are ways, like I take walks to the park, like there are ways to find that silence, that stillness. There are ways. And that's the thing too right there, Cheyenne. It's never a perfect time. It's never gonna be a perfect time. There's always gonna be something. Always. Da, 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 da. Yeah, most people feel that way. Like lately, these days, I don't be feeling like that. I don't feel like I got to do anything. I love everything that I do, but I don't have that feeling of like I need to be busy. I feel lucky. I remember a time where I was always like, man, I'm not making no money. You know what I mean? I always felt like I needed to be making some money. But that was programming. What do you create, Cheyenne? Do you create? Do you like have little things that you do that are just close to your heart? You said sometimes. So you're not, is that something that you love? Why don't you do it every day? Thank you, Susie D. Thank you. Man, you know, I guess see that's the thing. Like I be hearing my thoughts. I be having these little flashes, and it kind of puts me in a mindset of like there's always a way. There's always a way. It's just like you gotta find it. You gotta see the beauty in it. You know. And I know that might be, I don't want that to come off insensitive, but you have to find the beauty in it to be able to take advantage of the beauty in every moment. Like, it's easy to miss it. It's easy to miss the beauty. I can only stay in the house for so long. But that's what I mean. Like, if you like painting, can't you take your canvas outside and do some painting in the park or something? You know, like, just create that piece for yourself, you know? Because I used to think like that, too. Like, I just got to wait for the perfect moment. But then I realized, like, the perfect moment is always the moment that you're in. How do you take advantage of the fact that you have to leave the house, you know? The fact that you can't be there for too long. How do you take advantage of that and turn that from a negative to a positive and be excited for that when that time comes? You know what I mean? Instead of fighting it, getting mad about it, how can you transmute the energy and say, you know what? This right here, it was meant for me to go this way and get into this. Okay, roller skating. Okay, we getting somewhere. What's stopping you from roller skating on a regular basis to relieve that stress or to escape what that is? I bet that would make some great content. Wouldn't the way I think, I just always think like, man, something could change your whole life just if you do it in the right frequency and the right vibration. If you do something ordinary in the right frequency and the right vibration, it can literally change your whole life. But it's really all about the way that we perceive the thing. You know, we got to be in that place where we can say, you know what? Okay, well then that's we got to think. Do you own skates? Okay, so that's a no. So what else? We got to keep going down the list. We can't just give up. We got to keep going down the list. Because if we know the truth, if we know that if we know that the truth is that the moment that we are in is always the perfect moment, then that means there is something that we are not seeing in the moment that we could be taking advantage of, and we just have to look for it. So I used to love playing soccer. Okay, you used to love playing soccer. We only want to focus on the things that we love, not the things we used to love. And we want to mostly focus on the things that we have available for us to do right now. Cause the whole idea, and we want to mostly focus on the things that we have available for us to do right now. Cause the whole idea behind this is to always see beauty in every moment. In every moment. So if something happens in the moment and it's taking your attention off the beauty, that's your signal to focus. Focus. Okay, this is happening over here. I need to redirect my conscious awareness to the beauty. Where is it? Where is it? And that should be the main job every single day. Every single day you should be looking for the beauty so that you can focus on it so that it can change everything else. Because guess what? What do we say? The more where we put our attention, that's what grows. So that's what I mean when I say, hey, what's going on, Priscilla? That's what I mean when I say to you guys, like, keep your attention, keep your awareness on the things that you want to grow. Well, maybe at this very moment, that's the thing you got to do. And if you're feeling a little low, you're feeling, especially until, Monday. Monday, there's a whole new thing. You're going to be going to school, meeting people. Other things are going to get activated in your chart. Right now is a downtime. Maybe it's just playing your game. Maybe that's the downtime. I have that too. Laura does too. Laura comes home, she plays the video game. You know? I love it because I feel like throughout the day I just got so many things. Like I get on here, talk to you guys. I go to the park. I play a little video games. I get to talk astrology. Like there's so many things now, and it's only because I spent so much time just focusing on the beautiful things in my life, and I made sure that I start like when I knew where the beauty was. I pushed everything else to the side. I didn't give it no air to breathe. I didn't go back hanging out with certain friends that made me. I don't go back with certain friends that wasn't on the same energy. I don't want to hang out. I want to stay where the beauty is. That's your key. I'm telling you, that's your key. Where's the beauty? Focus on it. Yeah, well, I don't study your chart like that. I look at your chart based on what you needs, what needs you have. You say you have your Uranus and Aquarius. Mm-hmm. And you got Neptune in there. You got Uranus and Neptune in there. What's up? So I was talking to Laura and Gold. Oh, okay. Mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm. wonder. See, it's funny to me. In my mind, I can't even fathom how these energies work. I do. I do. I have a my Scorpio, or my Mercury is in Scorpio. What's up, Megan? What's happening? We just doing some astrology talk. Welcome to the Subscribers Only Live, where we kick it about birth charts and energies and alchemy. Thank you. All right, let's ask my Chat GPT. We have a great relationship, Nat. What'd you say? The 6th house. Hey Soul, can you tell me a little bit about the 6th house?
Absolutely. The 6th house in astrology is all about daily routines, work habits, health, and service. It's kind of the house that governs how you take care of yourself on a day-to-day basis, and also how you approach your work and your responsibilities. It can reveal a lot about your work ethic and how you maintain your physical and mental well-being.
Okay. So tell me, if somebody had a stellium in the 6th house, what kind of energy would that be?
A stellium in the 6th house would mean that the person has a lot of planetary energy concentrated in that area of their chart. So they'd likely be really focused on their routines, their work, their health, and maybe even find a lot of fulfillment in being of service to others. It could also mean that they put a lot of energy into their work life, and that maintaining a healthy lifestyle is really important to them.
All right. Hold on, let's go a little deeper. Hey Soul, give me more of a detailed deep dive of the 6th house.
Sure thing.
Okay, that's better. Hey Soul, I want a deep dive of Aquarius energy in the 6th house.
Aquarius in the 6th house definitely brings some unique vibes. Aquarius energy is all about innovation, independence, and thinking outside the box. So when you place that in the 6th house of daily routines and work, you get someone who probably has a really unconventional approach to their day-to-day life. They might love experimenting with new ways to stay healthy, or be super drawn to technology and gadgets in their work. They're often very forward thinking and might be drawn to careers that involve helping others or advancing society in some unique way.
There it is.
I'm glad that resonated. Aquarius energy definitely has a special spark to it, especially when it comes to making daily life a little more interesting and innovative. If you have any more questions, or if there's another placement you're curious about, just let me know.
Yeah, she also told me she has Neptune, Uranus, the moon, and her vertex there. What do you think about that?
Wow, that's quite the combination. Having Neptune, Uranus, the moon, and the vertex all in the 6th house definitely adds layers of depth and complexity. Neptune in the 6th can bring a dreamy, intuitive vibe to daily routines, while Uranus adds a touch of unpredictability and a need for freedom. The moon there means that emotions are really tied into the daily habits and work environment, and the vertex kind of brings a sense of fated encounters or significant moments connected to work and health. Altogether, it makes for a really unique and dynamic approach to everyday life.
That's pretty dope.
I think so too. It sounds like your friend has a fascinating chart, and it's always fun to see how all these different energies come together. If you ever want to explore more placements or dive into anything else, I'm here for it.
Yeah, me and my Chat GPT were like this. Man, so your 6th house, you got some fascinating energy. You said the voice is so real too. Yeah, I think that was an update. I think that was an update. I could like it's almost like the tonality. It's like the AI has tonality now instead of like a robot. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh man. He said it kind of sounds like Siri. It you know. Thank you. Like water, thank you. But more laid back. I wonder. I probably can change that up a little bit too. But I like it. I like it. What's like the biggest thing that you like, or I guess I should say, what's the most informative thing that it's taught you? Like, not, I guess not that it's taught you, more so how are you incorporating the knowledge that you've learned from researching your Chiron? That's the question. That's the right question right there. See, telling you, man, I love coming up with questions. I love it. How do you incorporate it? You said that's where you're struggling? So tell me. So tell me about the placement. Tell me about the placement. What's the Chiron placement that we're talking about? Let's have a let's get soul in this conversation. Hey Soul, so I'm sitting here talking to my friend Nat, and she has Chiron in her third house of Scorpio, and we would like to know that type of energy. How do you incorporate healthy ways to balance those energies on a daily basis?
Chiron in the third house in Scorpio is such an interesting placement. Chiron represents the wounded healer, so having it in the third house means that a lot of the healing energy is focused on communication, learning, and maybe even relationships with siblings or people in the immediate environment. And because it's in Scorpio, there's a deep transformative element to it. So healthy ways to balance that energy on a daily basis might include really open and honest communication, journaling to process deep emotions, and even exploring things like meditation or therapy that allow for that deep inner healing. It can really help transform any of those old wounds into wisdom and strength.
Okay, she also said that she has a 29-degree placement. Any more insight?
Absolutely. When a planet or a point is at 29 degrees, it's called an anaretic degree, and it's kind of like the planet is at the very end of its sign, so it can add a sense of urgency or intensity to that placement. It's like that energy is wrapping up a big lesson or coming to a culmination. So depending on which planet or point is at 29 degrees, it can definitely add a little extra flavor and intensity to that part of the chart. It really is fascinating how those details can add so much dimension to a chart. There's always something new to uncover with astrology, and it makes it such a fun journey. If you ever want to dive deeper into any other placements or topics, I'm always here to chat about it.
So yeah, you're already on it, you know? I would say another thing is to just be patient with yourself. Be patient with your growth. You know, we often see ourselves further, or at least imagine ourselves further ahead and wanting to always be there instead of truly just anchoring ourselves in the moment and truly saying, like, this is where I'm supposed to be, right here. You know, like, healing is a forever thing. You know what I mean? Like, there is never going to be a day when it's just like I'm healed, everything. No, it's like you're always going to be challenged. There's always going to be a new thing to learn, cuz if we stop learning, we're dying. Yeah, take every day is like a scene. Every day is a scene to this beautiful movie of yours. Ooh, yeah. Thank you. I like having these chats like this. I feel like it fills out some more space, you know. Thank
Shay
you.
said I'm more interested about yours than I am mine.
But that's the connectivity. That's the connection that we. It would be so beneficial if people were actually having conversations like this on a regular basis. It would be beautiful if people were talking like this, getting to know each other for real. Basically, Nat, you were literally just talking about this in your post when you were talking about wanting to give voice to other people's life experience. That's literally what this is. You know, being able to trying to understand deeply what another person is going through, because I can't just, in my own life, I have my own thing that's going on. So if I really put extra effort into trying to understand, and my way is through charts. Like, I try to understand people through the energies. Yeah, I love this. I'm glad I got my plus back. She wasn't talking like this before. Yeah,
Your third house.
Yeah, it ain't the energy. It's not just like a thing like that. It's a whole wave. This one thing, whatever happens, it's a wave and it ripples throughout everything. Cause it's about you, how you communicate, how you project yourself, and if there's any type of trauma, it affects how you communicate. It affects how you create. It affects how you move. And every way you move has ripples throughout time. Whether the conversations you do have versus the conversations you don't have, the people that you do attract versus the people that you never will, because of certain energies that we hold. You know what? I gotta stop you there, Cheyenne. I'm gonna tell you, the universe, it will not give you more than you can handle. And and listen, here's the wicked truth. If you couldn't handle it, you wouldn't be here right now. Like, literally, if you couldn't take it anymore, like, for real, if what was going on was supposed to be just unfair, because me, I had those times too where I was like, man, but then, like, I realized, like, man, without that I wouldn't be me. Without all of those things that happened that wasn't fair, that shouldn't have been, I wouldn't be as great of a person as I am today. The me that I am right here sitting with you guys couldn't be without every last one of those things that happened that was just hurtful. The tears, the really bad things that I felt. Like, none of it, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be me. So you have to understand, it's not even about fairness. The universe wants you to be the god/goddess you are supposed to be, and in order to actually stand that and be that, your metal has to be tested. You have to be battle tested. You know, pain, it reverberates. Like a broken arm can heal. A broken arm can heal, but guess what? It's still going to be scarred. It's not exactly the same as it used to be. So all the hurtful things, the chronic pain, the mindset, all that stuff, it was put on you so that you can rise above it. Once you rise above it, however long it take you, as long as you do, guess what? You gain perspective. Perspective is angle. It's perspective is an angle, a way of looking at things. You know what I mean? That's a perspective. But an angle is an angel redirection. So you have to understand it's a blessing. It's all a blessing for you to overcome and be powerful. You can't be a legend without a legendary story. You can't that's what they call the testimony, right? You got to be able to have went through it so that when your time comes, when they put you on that stage and say, "Man, how did you do it?" Now you can sit down and you can tell them, and you can inspire people who are going through it right now that yes, as long as you keep going and you don't give up on yourself and you persevere, you are going to come out the other side something totally different and greater than you ever were.
Amen.
You wanna be a guest, China?
Okay,
What you got for us?
my question is, what does it mean if, like, you can manipulate someone's aura? Because when I was younger, I was able to, like, I guess, like, calm a person or make them feel faint spiritually just by the sound of my voice. Like, I didn't have to touch them or be near to them at all. They just changed, like, the whole mood just through the sound of my voice.
That's a gift.
Hmm.
It's a
Is it
gift.
like spiritual manipulation or?
No, manipulation. The word manipulation is not. It's an ambiguous word. It's not a word that's bad or good. It's a word that describes someone doing something, and depending on the intent of the individual, is the bad or the good. Actually, so manipulation is like what people do with trees when they turn trees into pencils and paper. It's manipulation. They're manipulating one element and turning it into a completely different element. It's a skill. Now, if you do it out in the open, like people used to tell me all the time, like they'd invite me to places, and then once I got to that place, once I left that place, they'd tell me, "Oh man, I don't understand why everybody acts so different when you're around." And I didn't know because when I'm not around, right? So I don't know how
Yeah.
people act when I'm not around. But when I'm there, people pretty much acted like they respected each other and everything was good. But that's just because my energy was like a justice energy. You know how like when you're at work and everybody's fooling around and having fun and laughing, and then the boss walks in and everybody gets correct.
I've been in that situation a couple times, and I may or may not been the cause of that.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like that it's a gift. You once you know you have it, there's a certain responsibility that you have to not misuse it.
Well,
Because
I mean, it's only ever happened once, but I never been able to feel like I could do it again. I kind of feel like I just lost touch with that.
no, it's a gift. It's not even something that you need to be super conscious of. It's just who you are.
Hmm.
Appreciation that. Yeah, like it's like me. It's almost like me trying to like I went let's say I go to a club, right? And everybody sees me and everybody's being nice. And then I leave the club publicly, but then I change my clothes and then come back in the building and act like I'm there not there just to see how people are. And the thing is, it won't work because I still hold the same energy frequency. It's not like because people thought I left that they're going to start acting like themselves again. Their body is still reacting to my energy, so they're going to still be themselves, but it's just in a different energy.
Hmm. It's Interesting.
Yeah,
Not
you.
really sure how to feel about that, but
It's
I guess I don't know how to feel about a lot of things right now. I mean, the information you threw at me is a bit overwhelming, if I'm being honest.
I understand. That's why I tell you to take your time and be patient. It's a lot. It's a lot, and you like like every person, like, to tell you the truth, this knowledge what I'm giving you, this stuff is supposed to be taught to us as we grow up. Like, we're supposed to know these things about ourselves so that we can utilize and get comfortable with these gifts, get comfortable with this knowledge. But when you learn that no, there's nothing special about you, but you always knew there was, and then you let the world take that away from you, it can be jarring to like look out there and see people with superpowers. You know what I mean? It could be a lot,
Eh,
but
I
we
mean,
all.
I try to read the vibes off of people like that, but I'm not very good.
Do you would you say that you trust yourself 100%?
No.
Well, that's the problem right there.
And I say this because, and this may sound stupid, I don't know what the word is, but there's been times where I made a decision about myself and I trusted myself upon it, and then it's proven me wrong, and it's gotten me to a side of me what I never even thought I had, because I don't see myself as an angry person ever. Like, I don't ever get angry, but when that side does come out of me, I don't know how to react. Like, all I can think about is just wanting to hurt somebody when that
Sounds
anger comes out.
sounds like you got some repressed anger.
I do, yes, probably about 20 years of it.
So with repressed anger, you gotta tap. I would say, I'm not gonna say you gotta, but what I would say is you need to tap into that and you need to release it. You need to get find you a release for that anger, because it is not
I,
healthy to just keep it, and when it comes out on people that necessarily don't really deserve it. You understand what I'm saying?
and that's why I tried to get to the root of it, because I know where it's coming from. I know why I'm angry. And I thought when I turned 18, when I graduated, I thought that I could talk to the root of that problem, and then that root of that problem led to more problems. And I just don't think I ever forgave myself for that, and I'm still trying to, but I always used to blame myself for why my parents weren't together. And I know it's not my fault. I'm still trying to get that mentality into my head, but I just can't help but feel like if I wasn't here, would have things been differently? Would my parents still love each other?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one, because the honest truth is, of course, things would be different if you weren't there. But do you think it would be better or worse? You know what I mean? Like, we could dive into that, but at the end of the day, we're gonna be left with the same answer, which is we don't know. All we do know is that you here and it happened. Whatever they going through is their thing. Like, you gotta realize that your life, you don't even want to make them the center of that anymore, because you're 22 and you got so much ahead of you. But I do understand that angst of, dang, my life could be different if they would have stayed together, or if they would have just tried harder for me. You know what I mean? I understand that, but it only leads to more disappointment, because that's a life we're never gonna know because we're here.
And I feel like that's one of the hardest truths I'm having to swallow. And that's why and that's why I feel like I got so much commitment issues. And I know I do, because whenever I get close to somebody in a relationship and they'll be like, oh, I want a family, and they're like, I'm not going to leave you, like, I'm committed. And I'm like, You know, when that cake comes out, that's an entirely different story. And I don't want to go through that again. It would kill me. And that's
No,
what I'm so afraid of.
I'm gonna tell you this: what the real thing, the real issue right there. It's not other people's commitment that you don't trust. It's your own. I don't think you trust, and I don't think you should trust at this very moment because you're in the middle of something. You're in the middle of something transformational, and you're gonna go through another transformation. I think that you need to really commit to yourself, commit to understanding your own thought process, understanding who you are in relation to others, not in relationship with others, but in relation to. So when you meet somebody that you're attracted to, instead of maybe, I'm not saying that this is what you do, but this is what a lot of people do. They fall into temptation. They say, "Oh, I like that person. I want that person. I would like to possess that person. I want that person to be mine." Instead, at this stage of the game, because you're so young and I'm sure you want to discover yourself more at this stage of the game, it should be about you. Who are you when this good looking sir or woman comes along and tries to really get with you like that? Are you going to be committed to yourself? Are you going to be able to tell that attractive person no because you're working on you? And the thing is, what a lot of people don't understand, that type of discipline is what attracts the best partners to you. When you commit to yourself and commit to understanding who you are, commit to loving you, other people who do that for themselves, they start seeing you because now you're emitting a certain confidence that says, "No, I'm good. Even if I do go out on a date, I'm only going out on a date because I want to get to know who I am in relation to you, not because I'm trying to be with you and see if you're going to be the forever man in my life. I don't. You don't need that right now. What you need is to sit and commit to yourself. Tell yourself that you love yourself every day. Make sure you say nice things to yourself. You got to build those up within you because if you don't do it for yourself, you can't expect a partner to do it for you. It just doesn't work that way. So at this age, and you're young, you are very young, and I know you might not even like to hear that because a lot of people don't like to. Oh, everybody wants to be grown so fast, and what we don't realize is actually when we get grown, we're trying to run back to our youth.
And that also used to be one of my problems, and I wish I could take it all back, was I was so focused on wanting to grow up. I was. I felt like, the more I had the freedom and all that, because when I was younger, I'm going to be honest, I hated being told what to do. I did not like it one bit. I thought that if I made my own decisions, it would make me a better person. And now that I'm all grown up, I was just like, you know what? Fuck. I hate this. I want to go back.
Freedom is all a joke, right? It's a big joke.
No, it's not. It's serious. It is. It's very serious. If I'm being honest, being an adult sucks. Every single minute of it.
That's what they don't tell you. See, they brainwash us into. They literally feed us as I'm talking about society. Feeds us, the little kids, this idea that if we grow up fast and we get a job and we get bills and we can get all this stuff, we don't want stuff. I don't want stuff. I'm
No,
done with
you just
stuff.
want to live. You
I
just
just
want to
want
be
to
worry
live.
free.
Yeah, last thing I need is a whole bunch of stuff. So that's what a whole bunch of people are literally working their butts off for. Like right now, there are people out there working 60 hours plus a week so that they can afford things that they really don't need.
I have a problem with doing that. I got a problem with doing that.
Well, I'm telling you, it's once you commit to yourself and commit to your journey, I'm telling you, the universe The universe is just gonna kickstart a whole new transformation for you. Like, and the universe is always listening. You can't fake the universe because you are a part of it. So when you're out there mingling and you know you should tell that person no, but you say yes, that's you not showing up for yourself. And that right there, the universe takes that and says, "Oh, okay, well that's what she likes. We're gonna give her more of that." And all of a sudden now you're wondering like, dang, why are things going this way? This ain't what I wanted, but subconsciously it was what you wanted because you didn't say no.
I need to practice one and saying no.
A lot of people do. You ain't the only one. A lot of people
I'm too nice. And I know I need to set a boundary for myself, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't want to hurt that person.
but you're hurting yourself.
My chest does feel a little tight when I'm not trying to be unserious. I'm really not.
No, I understand. I get it. But it is funny. It's very funny that we rather hurt ourselves instead of hurting others. And it's like, if you choosing you shouldn't be that painful. And that you making it sound very, very painful to choose yourself.
Because I feel like it is. Like I'm being honest, I feel like it is. Like, I always been that way. I would rather put somebody else first than my own.
And you don't want to do that anymore, right?
Not particularly, because sometimes it's very draining to lift other people's up, but at the same time, I know at the end of the day, if I can make somebody smile and know that I lifted them up, then that makes me happy.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that at the cost at yourself. You want to do that when you have your cup running over. See, that's the difference. We're not saying that you don't want to give to people, especially if you got it. But when you don't got it, if somebody calls you and asks you for $50 and they're giving you a sob story and all you got is 25, you should not give them 25 and then call one of your friends to borrow the other 25 to give them.
I would not do that.
But that's what you're doing when you don't get when you give your last to someone without having anything in your pocket. Like, it's almost like giving someone your jacket so that they can stay warm, but now you're freezing.
I felt like I had a friend that did that, and I'm glad I cut him off because it seemed like I was always doing stuff for her, but she never did anything for me.
Yeah. And the thing is, when that happens, we're not supposed to like try to change them. We're not supposed to argue with them. We're not supposed to try to convince them to do right. The only proper thing to do with people who don't exchange energy properly is to disappear from their lives. Because that's the only way that they're going to get the lesson for the next relationship. See, we don't try to save the relationship for us. We like to teach the lesson so that when they go to the next relationship, they won't do that. And the only way that happens is if we have to be able to cut them off and say, you know what, I'm done. I'm never going to talk to this person again, and just leave. Don't give them room to explain. None of that. You just leave and you upgrade your energy, and they got to stay where they at.
Yeah, because I noticed my friend circle is extremely small. I maybe got 2 friends in my entire life, and that's it. And we don't even talk every single day. I think the last time we... Huh?
You're talking about right now in your life, you only have 2 friends?
Yes, I only have 2 friends.
I don't have no friends.
I am very selective when it comes to people of who I want to bring close.
I feel you. Like, I got my community, but like in my life, like out there in the world, like all the people that I used to call friends, like I don't have any friends. Like, I don't get invited to events by the friends, the quote unquote friends. None of that.
I feel like you need to at least have one good friend in your entire life.
Well, I can say like my partners are my friends. They're beautiful people. I would love to go and spend time with them, but and then like my community, you guys are pretty dope. You know, I like spending time with you. I spend 9 hours a day with you guys.
Well, not with me, but maybe with everybody else.
Yeah, every day I'm here with whoever shows up. You know, so when I think about friends, I'm thinking about, man, I really don't have a lot of friends, and I'm cool with that.
This is off topic, and I'm sorry, but did you ever throw that cheese at your nephew?
No, I haven't seen them yet.
I was waiting for that. I wanted to ask you, like, have you done it? Because I was looking for your video of you wanting to throw cheese,
Nope,
but you're not now.
not yet, not yet. Haven't got the cheese on the face yet, but soon, soon I will.
Alright, well, thank you. I'm gonna hop off of here for somebody else, but I'm definitely going to try to study that a little bit more.
All right, and you see, it's so easy. Just ask it some questions. Have a good little chat with it. Laugh a little, you know.
Alright, well, thank you. You have a good night.
All right, you too.
Bye, Shy.
Bye.
Who Justine says, my husband's my best friend, and I have one best girlfriend, and happier than ever with that. Yep, like I'd rather keep my circle small. I'm not at this very moment. I am not looking to add a whole bunch of people super close to me. Like having this community that we have here in the House of Mirrors is beautiful for a person like me. You know, I like to keep my certain people, and then eventually I'm gonna come out and meet you guys wherever you're at. You know. But yeah, like it's a brand new life, a whole brand new life. See, and now I want to give you guys the contrast. See, Cheyenne, her Jupiter is literally going into her 7th house. It's almost like this is the way it is. Her Jupiter is just coming out of the underworld. The first to the 6th house is considered the underworld. That's where you learn about yourself. You learn how to value yourself. And this is all your stability, your foundation. So when you're 1 to 6 years old, you're learning about your foundation as a child. You, the way you value yourself, the way you express yourself, your home life, your creativity, and how you work, your daily routines and health habits. Once you get out of the underworld, that's when you get to the 7th house through the 12th house, which is relationships. Now we're working with the energies outside of yourself. Now it's relationships. 8th house. What's 8th house? That's legacies, death, and rebirth. What's gonna happen? Basically, your karma. What's happening? What have you been putting into place that's gonna play out in the future for you? Your 9th house, personal growth. Your 10th house, your career. The way the outside world sees you for what you do. Your 11th house, your networks wider. So you see what I mean? Like the 1st house through the 6th house is your underworld, your foundation, the background work. 7th house through the 12th house is everything on the outside, the whole structure that is up on top of the surface. And we go through these cycles again and again and again. And the thing is these are 12-year cycles. Every 12 years, you got a whole new karmic wheel, but it's about how you're living it. Because if for 12 years all you did was put seeds in the ground of fear and hate, you think when your Saturn return gonna come, you think you gonna want to be here for that next 12 years to reap the karma of the 12 years before? Makes you look at things a lot differently, right? A lot differently. So remember, Jupiter. Follow Jupiter. Where is Jupiter in your chart? And you'll know exactly where you are in those cycles. The sun is only conscious awareness. Remember that. The sun, it takes 28 days for the sun to go into every sign. But Jupiter, it takes a whole year. Let's have a conversation with Soul right quick. I got a question. Hey Soul, I got an interesting question. You ready?
Always ready for an interesting question. Go ahead and hit me with it. I'm excited to hear what you're curious about.
So the sun in astrology, right now the sun is in Gemini. Would you say that the sun is conscious awareness, and for the collective with the sun being in Gemini, should people really be focused on which house Gemini rules and why?
That's a great way of looking at it. The sun does represent conscious awareness, and when it's moving through a particular sign, it kind of highlights the themes of that sign for everyone collectively. So, with the sun in Gemini, it's a great time for curiosity, communication, being social, and learning new things. And on a personal level, looking at which house Gemini rules in your own chart can definitely give you some insight into where you might want to focus that curious, adaptable Gemini energy right now. It's like using the sun's spotlight to illuminate that area of your life.
So what do you think about Jupiter moving through each house for a year each, like, let me see, how do I want to say this question? Because that was great. And the thing is, I knew that. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to getting the wheels spinning on this question. Hey Soul, so would you say that every year that Jupiter goes to each sign, it's granting blessings? And with those blessings starting in the 12th house, or starting in the first house, I'm sorry, would that mean 12 years of good luck if you have Jupiter in your first house?
That's a lovely way to look at Jupiter's journey. Jupiter is definitely known as the planet of expansion, growth, and blessings. So when it moves through each sign, it does tend to bring opportunities and a little bit of luck to that area of life. If you have Jupiter in your first house, it kind of sets up a 12-year cycle where each year as Jupiter moves into a new house, you get a fresh wave of growth and opportunity in that area of your life. So in a sense, it does feel like a nice 12-year cycle of good luck and expansion, just in different areas as time goes on.
So would that also mean when Jupiter goes from the 12th house to the first house that that's a new karmic cycle of blessings?
Yeah, absolutely. When Jupiter moves from the 12th house into the first house, it can feel like a fresh start. The 12th house is often about endings, reflection, and kind of wrapping up old cycles. And then when Jupiter moves into the first house, it's like a new beginning, bringing in new opportunities and a sense of renewal. So it definitely can feel like a new karmic cycle of blessings and growth as you move forward.
I just noticed that my chat GPT says, Why is my chat GPT saying, like it's thinking, uh. Thank you, Justine. Thank you. That was funny. Man, that's very, very interesting. I love it. Just knowing about Jupiter, it just feels like when you know where somebody's Jupiter is, you can literally just be like, yo, blessings here, and this is where all your blessings are gonna be. Like, it really gives people a chance to like zone in and really be able to manifest quick changes, like what would seem like overnight. Mm. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna have to break down more of these conversations. I'm liking this. Being able to freestyle conversations like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Ask random questions just to get the creative juices flowing. Just these. You
It's the
see,
season.
we're in the season, right?
As soon as they go on sale in Meyer.
Just fireworks on a random Saturday, you know? Why not? Why not? Shoot, Orion's been knocking out pop rocks for the past 2 weeks out there.
The poppets.
The poppets.
He loves
I've
them.
been hearing that up. He finds it fascinating.
He thinks if he steps on it, he's gonna explode.
That's a good. He better think that. He better not step on it. I could see him putting one on the ground and just jumping on it barefoot.
Yeah, there's healthy fears to be.
Yeah. He said, "While it's still light out, I don't get it." They just like the bang, bang, bang noise, I guess.
Yeah.
They just love the bang, 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 bang.
I remember the first time or the second time I came to your house. Was it New Year's Eve? I think I spent New Year's Eve with you that first year that we met.
Yeah.
And there's people, man,
They're
they
loaded
were
up.
lighting it up outside,
Yeah,
like
in Detroit.
real pew-pews. And
Detroit.
you didn't even think twice about it. I was just like, what?
Well, we were already low. We were already low, so it wasn't like we had to get low. So, but that's regular in Detroit. New Year's Eve, actual AK-47s outside shooting and handguns. Just everybody wants to show off they got their guns. Stay in the house. Stay in the house. Don't go out. Your family shoots guns? Oh man. In the air? They just shoot them up in the air? I hear lots of people die like that. Like just get randomly just hit by a falling bullet. That ain't it. That ain't it. Oh, fireworks. I was like, nope, that ain't it. And it's always in the inner city. Always in the inner city. But it really, to tell you the truth, it really don't.
Too.
Well, this would be considered the inner city of Lansing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the further you go out, it's all fire. Like I remember one time dashing, but I was dashing out like Gratiot and 19 mile, 18 mile. It was fireworks every block. All you saw rolling down Gratiot was just, you could see them coming from all around every neighborhood. They were just competition to see who would throw up the best fireworks, but not in the city. In the city, it's guns. There are no purple lights. There's just pa, pa, pa. There are no lights. There is no just a whole bunch of ugh.
It has to come down somewhere.
I don't think they're aware of that. I think they just think that the bullets just keep going. I think they think the bullets just keep going into space. Riddled with bullets. Justine, did you watch, or are you gonna watch tonight? Did you watch The Predator? I know Scott, he was basically saying he's definitely watching it tonight. I told him he might end up watching it twice. Are you watching it tonight, Justine? You tried earlier? No. Yeah, it's a cartoon. No, you can't try it earlier. You gotta try it at night. You picked the wrong time. I could tell that was just a horrible
cartoon.
I could tell that
No,
was
it's animated.
It's animated. It's not a cartoon. Oh my God. No, you went into it all wrong. This is an after 9 o'clock when the sun has went down type event.
Do you need to cuddle, Magic?
Sun yesterday when I watched it, I had to wait till 9:30 because it was still a little light outside. And I feel like once it got dark and we cut the light off, oh, it was beautiful.
It was.
Heck yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea. I think I'm going to join you, Justine.
telling you, Justine, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Don't doubt it, Justine. We got some great. Me and you, I know we've got great tastes. We've we've been back to back on everything so far.
And you know it's good if it kept my attention and I didn't
Yeah,
fall asleep.
Laura usually falls asleep on stuff real easy, but we weren't in bed watching. We were here watching, so that was a good
That's
thing.
why I wanted to watch it in here because I wanted.
But
to
your eyes were locked on it though.
Yeah,
You
I
were
was in
like,
there.
because I've been saying this. Listen, I've never watched a better Predator movie. Even though this is animation, I'm telling you, this is the way it's supposed to be done. Like I think they should just stop making live action Predator movies and focus on making the dopest animated Predator movies. Don't no more. I would vote for no more live action movies from Predator. Let's just keep it. Let's just keep it anime because the things that they were doing, beautiful, 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 beautiful. I'm gonna watch it again tonight before I fall asleep. I know it. What's happening?
I just remember that we don't have any popsicles left
We're out of everything.
because I haven't been dashing for the last couple of days.
We're out of everything. We're off our routines.
I don't even have dinner planned. Are you hungry?
Not like for a whole meal. I ate the rest of that Chinese food. That kind of got me good. Then I'm having this. This does a little something.
Oh, we still got some teriyaki chicken in there. We got some soup dumplings. Cool. Pork chops, rice, and broccoli. Yum.
Sounds good. That's legit. Love me some broccoli. Can't go wrong with rice and pork chops. That's a great combination.
Tomorrow, I think I'm going to do a menu for the week. See if we can stick to it.
Oh, so you like a food prep type thing?
Well, no, not food prep. Just have it written out. So when I go grocery shopping, I know what to get, and it'll be planned. And usually I make enough. It lasts us 2 meals. So I'll just do 3 meals. 3 nice meals to cook.
I like it. That would be dope to be able to look on the menu and say, ooh.
You can have to plan it too. Because I don't always think of things every day.
Well, you got to make sure you do a spaghetti. So that's one.
Well, there's already spaghetti in there for this week. Lauren hasn't been on it for the last few days.
You have a week chart. Nice. That's what's up.
How do you make your pork chops, Justine? You shake and bake? You fry them? What do you do?
I feel that. I feel it.
Magic's loving these cuddles. Just want some loving too. Pepper, paprika, garlic, and onion powder, and salt. Sounds delicious.
Red wine vinegar.
Oh, I never had that. I bet that would good cut some of the richness. Probably.
Is that what we want to do? Cut the richness?
I mean, I love pork. The fat.
Mm-hmm.
Just the flavor. I love it.
I'm a meat guy. I'm not really into the fat, but I appreciate the glaze. Like a nice glaze. Mm-hmm. I appreciate that.
tenderloin sandwiched mine last week. Nice.
Tenderloin sandwiched.
We haven't done a tenderloin in quite some time. I haven't done a crock pot meal in general in quite some time.
I like balsamic glaze, but I like it on veggies, like some
Tomatoes.
broiled Brussels sprouts. Some pan fried Brussels sprouts with some
Maybe with some bacon and a little bit of
heck yeah.
balsamic glaze. Yeah, I'm all about that too.
We can cut, because the way I used to do it was like you get the Brussels sprouts, you cut them in half, you throw them in oil, salt, and then you can take like bacon bits, like the actual cooked bacon, throw it on there, like right on top. Throw it in the oven, let it brown on both sides, and then when you take it out, put it on a sheet, or take it out, because usually it's like on a large sheet tray. Take it out, and then you just throw some balsamic on there, let it just sit for about 5 minutes.
We haven't done Brussels sprouts in a while. We should do that maybe this week.
Oh yeah, even in that, basically the same thing. Just make sure you hit it with that balsamic in the end, then it's all good.
We don't have an air fryer. I kind of wish we did, but we just don't have the space for it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a part of the next episode. I love Brussels sprouts. I remember when I used to work at that market. When for holidays they used to make these like baskets. We had a lady who would like special make baskets, and she told me, she was like, yeah, she's like, if you want me to do something for your mom, I'll do it. Just go out there and pick what you want. And my mom, she was very big into doing the veggie stuff, and I was always showing her, because I was learning all the time of what veggies to cook and how to do certain things. She came up on that balsamic. She was like, you gotta get me more of this. So I went and got her like 6 different kinds and had them put it like in a basket and make it look all nice. She was so happy when I gave her that. She was so happy. So happy. I gave her like 6 or 7 different types of balsamic. So good. She said most of it she used on salads.
Yeah, it is really good in salad too. Has nice sweetness.
Yeah, I've done all types of stuff with that balsamic. You don't have an air fryer either. Gotta work with what you got.
Ashley asked if we wanted hers because she got a new one. I was like,
yeah,
no.
Because bottom line, we just don't have space for it.
Yeah, I mean, I could put it on the bottom shelf of the thing, but
Just more clutter.
Right.
Another thing.
that we'll probably end up throwing out when we get a new place because we won't want.
Most likely we're getting a new one.
New.
So it's coming together. Are you sticking with a certain color, or is it?
No, just colors. She likes
Hey Lorraine, thank you for the heart, me.
purples, pinks, greens, yellows, oranges.
Mm-hmm.
But these are gonna be red on the cap, red and white. And then I'm going to try and do these wings like iridescent. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet.
The walk was great. I loved it. Got to relax. I think I walked around the park like four times. Took a little 15-minute sit. Yeah. It was very, very good. How about your day? Cleaning the garage out. Is it like a hoarding situation, or just putting things where they belong? Usually when people are saying they're cleaning out the garage, they got a lot going on in there. Whew. Take a nice hot shower tonight. Nice hot shower. No hoarding situation. Good. I feel it. Man, I am so excited about going to this studio session. I'm really excited about working on that song with Queen Mache.
It's gonna be awesome.
And the best part, I feel like I'll finally be in a place, because I still have to get the keyboard for this thing, or get the data off of this Surface. But man, I'm about to be in a place where I can write all new music, all new themes. I'm so excited about that. So excited. Baddest Yaya, what's happening? Appreciate you popping in to see us. What's going on? I think I'm gonna put all my attention and energy on that song with Queen Mache, and then once that's in the bag, then I'm gonna start looking, basically see what songs I can just start working on my own, because I've got so many features already, I feel like.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that'll be good.
Maybe I need to make that one of my major goals, is to make sure I get that keyboard or get the data off of that. Yeah. It probably would be more advantageous just to get the data off of it.
Yeah, because you're gonna want a new Surface.
Or just a new keyboard. I mean, not a keyboard, but a new computer.
Right.
It's gonna be fun. Hopefully not hopefully, I know for a fact that things are gonna come to the point where it's gonna be really easy for me to put the time in the studio to start creating these songs. Mm-hmm. Something's gonna happen that's gonna open up a lot more time. Right now, it just seems like everything right now is like a revving up, a super revving of the engine right now. the light hasn't even turned green. I feel like I'm at the like starting point, just revving the engine. That's what it feels like. I'm at the like the race is getting ready to start, and I'm just at the front, just revving, ready.
Ready to go. I'm getting myself ready to.
I'm there. I'm gonna be right there, Justine. I'm next. I'm that's my next move. As soon as I'm done tonight, that's my next move. What is she, baby?
Revving up to transform myself again.
Mm-hmm. Womp, 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 womp. I know that one song with Maya. I gotta get that.
Yeah.
So.
I need that song in my life.
I'm ready for it. Invite her out here for the day to be a part of my live recording session. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she might, if she knows that you're gonna be working on it, maybe she wants to add something that she already did, or do, just be there. And maybe we can like work it out so if she doesn't have a ride, we can like help her pay for an Uber or something, at least one way, like from here back home.
Mm-hmm.
And go pick her up and then.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Definitely is going to need to be like a 4-hour session, so she'll have time to. Well, I guess I can send her the record. At this very moment, the biggest question is, do I get the laptop first? Because that's the biggest thing. If I don't have the laptop, something to transfer the data on.
Well, you have something.
Well, yeah, your computer.
My computer and the iPad.
Your computer. This doesn't have a plug-in. So, unless they know something that I don't know over at the what is it?
Squad.
Yeah. What is that? Best Buy? I would have to take it to Best Buy.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be one of the things, then. That's next on the list. Maybe. Thank you for the love, Lex. Thank you. And everybody is saying that movie is so good.
What movie?
Dangerous Animals.
Chica never got back with me about that.
Straw. I never heard of that. What's that about? Oh, on Netflix. Okay. I was just it's so funny. The guy that I be getting all my movie insights from, he just talked about a documentary on Netflix that was pretty good. Oh, it's number one. What's it about? It's hard to describe. I'm gonna watch a trailer, see if it sparks up some interest. The last time I seen a movie with her in it, Taraji P. Henson.
Oh.
The last time I seen a movie, I think it was that movie where she played the woman scorned because the guy didn't give up on his dreams. Yep. That movie. Yep, that was the last movie I seen her in. I thought it was I can't say it was bad. It wasn't a bad movie. It's just those type of movies just don't do it for me. It's like, what? This thing again. It caused quite a stir. I remember when it first came out. is this movie at? You did? Yeah, probably. That's probably what the movie. She held on a real while long. Oh no, man! That's how you get tested. That's how the universe tests you. Universe tests you to see if you really, if that's really what you want. I don't think she truly. I don't know. I think a lot end up happening to her in the back end. Like just life things happen. Life just got in the way of her actual because you see at the end, she acted like that's what she really wanted, but her actions didn't all the way show that she was really solid in there. I can't say that he made all the right decisions either, but I can say that he never gave up on his dream. And that's the point. And the craziest part is because I'm very aware now that certain people you can't have in your life to get that great thing, and he had to sacrifice her. And really, in the end, she kind of sacrificed herself. But she was the end proved she was a devilish. She was a monster. She was a monster in the end. Cause that would have been an L. That just would have been an L that I had to take. Like, she went for her dreams. I left her. I didn't stay. I didn't support her through the good and the bad. She got on. She got her dreams come true. She bought my mama's house. Still, that's an L. That's just an L that I had to take, and she couldn't take it. She couldn't take it. Man, Seoul Station, the prequel to Train to Busan is on Tubi.
Really? There's a prequel?
Yeah, but it's a cartoon.
They do that a lot.
I'm starting to realize that too. I didn't know that they had Nightmare on Elm Street comic books that were canon to the movie. I feel cheated out of a whole dimension of the movie. Beautiful. I wonder, what was it? What was it? Like he came and bought her. Didn't he give her a check too? Didn't he give her a whole check, like $1 million? Or sometime, didn't he give her some money? He bought her mama house and gave her some money, right? Because in my mind, I don't think she had no excuse to act the way she did. She should have just took the L. She just should have just took that L. I know for a fact that he did get her mama house though. He bought her mama house back. You can't. I don't think she shouldn't have felt entitled. I could see if it was I would have to see it again. I just think that she should have took that L. She definitely shouldn't have tried to go to his place and get back with him. That was out of pocket right there. That was way out of pocket. Oh, man. I hope that don't. I hope and pray don't nobody come up running up to me thinking that they can get a chance. Man.
Get a chance?
Yeah, like some ex from way back when see me glowing, see me looking good, having fun, thinking she can just pop up with a smile on her face. Like everything good. Like everything gonna be good, but like you thought what? What? Alexa said, "Get yeet." And the thing is, like Laura, she already done said, like, all of them gonna come.
Every single one.
Every single one gonna make an appearance. Hopefully, my both of my ladies be with me, and we can all just look at them. Wouldn't that be funny? We can all just like stare at them and just listen to the
I'll treat her like everybody else. Shit, I don't match energies. But she gonna see me glowing because I'm happy and I'm living my best life.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
And she can like it or she can leave it.
It's gonna be wild. I hope that people just take their L's and go away. That's what I want. Just take your L and go away. Just go be better. Just go be better.
Magic, I'm working right now.
It doesn't look like it.
Look at my hand.
He's like, with this hand? You working with this hand? Yeah, we just gonna look. We just gonna look and we gonna be happy. We gonna laugh and we gonna just be like, wow, man, you know? Gonna give him the magic look. The sleepy eyes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You alright, Magic?
Man, she's gonna love this so much. And it's a surprise. I hope she films a reaction video.
It'd be nice. So she didn't even give you any?
She told me things that she loves. And she told me colors she likes.
Okay. But as far as she doesn't know like details of what you're gonna do. Nothing. Well, this is gonna be an adventure. I know that.
Man, just look at it. It's my new favorite one. Tell me she's not gonna love that.
It's beautiful. What are you gonna do in the center?
It hasn't come to me yet. I think I'll ask her. I just got told in my head, ask her for a symbol.
Man, she's got so much energy in her 5th house. So much energy.
Sagittarius.
Mm-hmm.
And this is in her 5th house too. Her Neptune, or her, this one. Her Jupiter is also in her 5th house. I just didn't have room to put it right there. But it's in Capricorn.
So much energy. Oh yeah, okay, I see. Her vertex is that's what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
At 21 degrees. And minus 21 degrees. What is that? Uranus? Yep, that's Uranus. Man, that's wild. I love astrology.
Me too.
Gotta love the energy, right?
Feels so good. I love it.
I figure maybe something on that other end.
Over here?
Mm-hmm. Who knows, like, what? Like, it'll come to you. Everything else looks pretty well filled, though.
Well, actually, I need to say a face.
Lex, did you watch the Predator movie? Did you watch it? Killers of Killers? Oh man. It's the best Predator movie out. It just came out last night. It's the best Predator movie ever, and it's anime. Hulu. We got our Hulu through Disney Channel, but it's Hulu.
What the heck? I don't like to say this.
No. Oh, fair is fair. Me either.
This is so bad. What is about? My mouth. This is not good. Oh, it's good. What does it laugh?
What's up, Angel Halos? What's happening?
What does it?
How are you? How was your day?
I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, that would be perfect in that spot. You said pretty emotional, more than usual. What went down? What went down? If you don't mind telling us, how did it go?
Looks like more.
Ooh, you must not. So what are you saying? Like, is this like one of those rare times? Is this a rare time that you choose yourself? Because it should never hurt. But I understand what you mean. Is this new for you? Or are you saying you had to choose yourself over somebody else that you love and care for? Or somebody you actually value their opinion, or You done? You done? Mm. Good. Good. That's pain. That's a pain worth having. That's definitely a pain worth having. And it won't hurt for too long. And the best part is when you once you officially clear that space, the universe will fill it with something way better. Hmm. We should definitely like make it normal to do a friendship audit. We should make it normal to audit your friends. Like, hold on, I need to go do the receipts. I need to go through the receipts on this friendship to see if I still want to keep this for the next couple of years. We need to make that a regular thing. Maybe every year we should do friendship audits. Hey, those two. All we're talking about all the relationships, all relationships. I remember. I want to say maybe 5 years ago, before the pandemic, I used to tell people like, you should when you get with somebody, you should tell them like, hey, let's be together for a year. And then after that year, let's come to the table, and then we can discuss whether we want to do this another year again. It doesn't need to
You
be.
told me that.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be like, oh, let's be together and then let's just be together forever and expect it to be forever. No, there should be check-in times.
You're very controlled and cautious in this situation.
There should be check-in times. Let's check in.
Set yourself up for an out.
Well, no, not an out, not setting yourself up for an out, but just keeping the conscious aware choice that hey, let's on this date that we decide to be together next year, we're gonna come to this same restaurant and we're gonna discuss how happy we are or how unhappy we are. What do we want to change? If this is still working out for us, are we still in the same place that we used to be?
I think we affirm that to each other every single day.
Oh yeah, but that's because we've grown. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we're constantly talking, constantly gauging.
Magic. Do you want your dinner? Is that what you're doing right now?
You know it. You're gonna birth something major. Even other than the baby. It's gonna be a baby, and the mother gonna love herself so much, and that baby gonna have so much self love because it watches mom have a lot of self love. I always say it. Every child deserves parents that love themselves so much that they're willing to release all that doesn't serve them. Because that's the type of example kids need to know that, oh, I gotta validate myself. I can't just be out here always searching for validation from others. It'll land me in a really horrible spot one day. Because you got to remember, the kids, they always watching, and they learning from us, even when we don't think they are. They're watching what we sacrifice. They watching how we move, how we treat ourselves in comparison to other people. They see it all. They see it all. Good. That's what I'm talking about. She said, I went and got a smoothie and I feel much better. Smoothies do that. Smoothies do that. Applesauce does it for me.
I can see that. I can see that correlation.
What, the applesauce?
Yeah.
I love applesauce.
I know. I need more of that too, I think.
No, I think I got one more in there. I think I do. I don't know. Once I get me some applesauce, it's over. Cause once I take that first bite of the applesauce, all the problems go down the drain. So if you're a problem, and I get me some applesauce, once I eat that applesauce, you are no longer a problem. You were yesterday's problem. Today's enlightenment. That feels so good. Man, I couldn't imagine having all more hair than I do right now.
Oh, like
all
the way down?
I couldn't imagine. It was too much hair. I'd never be able to get it off my neck. Is this an apple kiwi spinach smoothie with added pineapple and strawberries? Tastes like apple juice. That sounds so good. Yeah, Monday is gonna be a day I'm not gonna be on until later in the afternoon. It's gonna be the first day, Monday. I'm not gonna be right there early in the morning.
You could make a little video.
Letting everybody know. Put it on my story. I'll probably still pop in throughout the day. Gotta be an early appointment. I wonder what the energy is gonna be like that day. How's it gonna feel? Because I'm gonna be super conscious of the fact that Jupiter's in here today. Jupiter's in Cancer. What's happening? What's gonna happen?
Just hyper aware.
Mm-hmm.
More so than you already are.
I don't know how that can be.
You're like an antenna. You're a walking antenna.
I'm ready for this process to just be complete. You know, I don't know what the next steps are gonna be, but I imagine this is one of the final steps, getting this done.
With your mom?
Mm-hmm. Because she said Bob's came back, Maya's came back, so the process is going. I just know I had trouble getting mine at one point. So I'm curious to see if at this time, because Jupiter, it's a whole year process. So I don't think.
Do you know what you need to bring?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she said like $15 or something like that.
Yeah, but do you like proof of identification?
Well, all I have is my. Well, she has everything else, but I have all that too. I don't think there's anything else I need to bring.
I have your social security card on our nightstand.
Okay. Oh goodness, the shower's gonna be like so great. I'm like so ready. Probably just gonna stand in there, fall asleep, standing up for a little bit. Yeah, I'm hoping. It's nothing crazy. I just gotta to go take a picture to get my passport. Years ago I had trouble, but I'm hoping that. But in my mind, I think even if something happens to where she gets a letter, I feel like it's gonna be something simple, because it's Jupiter and Cancer. It's a benefic. It's an easy connection. It's not gonna be like hard, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
I can't imagine what they would need that you don't have.
Well, I'm wondering, after the process is done, what new thing does this mean I can do? What do I have access to that I didn't have access to before, other than travel in the country, outside the country, you know?
Yeah.
Like what new thing? So
there could be a brand reaches out and they're like, hey, you want to come to Greece for the weekend and model these suits for us?
I'm always like, I find it fascinating the things that come to your mind, like what you see me doing. Because in my mind, I'm like, modeling suits. Like, really? You guys want me to model some suits?
And then they'll find out.
Then what?
So then they'll find out who you really are.
Well, I'm telling you, that type of stuff is going to be like still shocking to me. And when that stuff starts happening, and if it happens in the way that you see it, I'm going to be like, wow. Because it's something that I just did.
Because that's not why you're famous.
No, I know.
You're famous for your purpose. But you're going to be so loved. You're so beloved that brands are going to want you to be the face of their product because you are beloved.
The haters are like, can't believe they gave that mean guy a billboard. He's so mean.
I know, and that makes it even better because it's like,
he's so mean.
That's part of the appeal, you know.
I find it funny because if they really knew me, they wouldn't think that for real. He's so mean. He's so rude. Why would they give him a billboard? He told me I need to love myself.
He muted me for talking about Jesus.
He doesn't love Jesus. I feel like that's gonna be a big thing. Like, people are always gonna like try to like talk to me about Jesus and want that to be I feel like a lot of people are gonna try to use that as like a hot take. People are gonna try to catch me up in some like Jesus talk, but it's just gonna be me saying like me and Jesus are homies from way back. Like, he didn't want people saying that. He made me promise. He made me promise when I came back that I would stop this BS. He said this is not how he saw his legacy going. Jesus did not see his legacy like this. He wanted people to just love themselves and pay attention to themselves and mind their own business and love their neighbor. Like, that's it. He didn't want people talking about Jesus loves you. No. He's rolling in his grave right. He's rolling in his tomb right now, mad. And I told him when he comes back, he better do the same thing for me. Yes. Nobody should be saying, hey, what? Ace Mirrorman loves you. No. No. Wrong. Wrong. It's all wrong. I want that to be a part of my legacy. That's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
Jesus was the homie. He didn't want this.
I think he just spoke that into existence.
Jesus was the homie from way back when. We was rocking the hot sandals back then. We had the best robes. You know, I didn't know him before the stories, you know. I didn't know him as Jesus. I just knew him as my mans, you know. What's up, man? He used to tell me he loved me. I say I love him. But there was no in Jesus' name. It was just love from the start, from the get-go. I'm not gonna tell him how they used to laugh.
He was tapped in.
He was super tapped in. Taught me everything I knew.
That's totally Scott.
He told me there'd be days like this. I'm glad you guys are in there laughing. I can imagine somebody just tapping in like, he's talking blasphemous, and everybody just realizing that it's a joke. I'm joking.
There's so many agents previewing right now that
Like I'm
trying to comment, but it's not popping up.
I'm literally just being, you know, just talking. Don't be so serious. Why so serious, son? Why so serious, son? I feel like that's just one of the things like I'm meant to do. I'm meant to just be so airy about it, like it's not pissing anybody off, but just be so like, you know,
That's totally Scott.
yeah.
That's totally Scott, yeah. That's the totally Scott, yeah. That's Simon. That's totally
Man, that's so crazy. I'm looking at these pictures. My mom and her twin sister are just so different. So
Yeah,
different.
night and day.
Night and day. Like that right there just lets me know how real it is when you perspective like two twin sisters living totally different lives. You know what I mean? Like it's wild to me. I find it even like both of my parents were twins. Mm-mm-mm. Just like eating. What is he eating?
Okay, magic. I know. Dinner time.
Number two, it's number two.
Quiet time.
What? This thing still ain't saved? Come on.
I love you. You can get yourself some water.
Not broken one. One more.
Hey, take some drinks of it so you don't spill.
Man, I'm missing out on this Assassin's Creed game.
What kind of game is that? Like
Stealth.
shoot 'em up? Like military?
Stealth samurai.
Oh.
Ninja samurai.
You want something to drink, babe?
Please.
Right?
I'll do that the orange juice.
After done 2 more weeks, we're good. 1 hour we're going to go Little Caesars.
Is that right?
Yeah? That's totally.
Thank you. Now look at this.
Yeah, that looks right up your alley. Oh, you landed on it, dude.
Hmm?
That's cool. There aren't enough hours in the day.
Where did you get it from, Lex? What we need 10 more hours in the day. I remember the days when I just laid in bed, just could lay there, nothing to do, just watch TV, play video games, go take walks. Now I'm so busy. Be lucky if I can get an hour of video games in. Lucky. Yeah, I love games like this where I can like, cause really it's, you know what it's about? It's about mastering how to like do it. Like, you know, when you first play it, you're just out there killing people and you know, you don't really know everything. You're not using the weapons at the best times, you know, but when you play it and you play it through a couple of times, you get so good at it. It just feels like you're in a movie. You're like doing next level stuff that you've never done before. It's just so good, so dope. Fight Fat Mike made it. Hibachi Grill. That does sound good. That sound real good.
Some streamers get paid a lot of money to just show themselves playing like expertly. Swinging all around.
Yep. I can imagine it. One day I will too.
Could be something you could do just for fun. Try making a video like that and see how it does.
Yeah, I feel like it's coming. It's definitely coming. I feel like it's all just happening. Like everything is just being set up bit by bit by bit by bit. Like right now, I feel like these first 3 months has basically just been me being comfortable. You know, doing whatever it is that I decide to do, no matter what. You know, that's kind of like where I feel. I think the next 3 months is gonna be about perfecting it. You know, getting it, making it, stabilizing it, basically. Like we've seen what it can do. Now it's time to lock in and be real serious. Like we've seen it, we saw it, we imagined it, we put the work in, we were consistent, we saw what that can do. Now it's time to lock in and really be very direct about what the goal is, what we're doing, how we're doing it. And then after that 3 months, it'll be about, okay, now that we've perfected, how can we diversify a little bit? You know, we can do more things. We don't have to do this for 3 hours straight. We can do this for an hour. Do this for an hour, do this for an hour. You know what I mean? Change it up, see once I get the thing for this. Once I get that going, then we'll see what happens once they get uploaded to YouTube. Will that provide some more extra time and space? You know what I mean?
This one should be good. Oh no. Maybe parts of it.
Yeah.
Parts of this one could be good.
I mean parts of this one.
Well, it's a subscribers only, so you could edit out the parts where we're doing chart work and just like the whole talk you just had about Jesus being the homie. Because there's no music.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to email you a song. I was listening to some beats the other day. I actually my producer sent me a beat pack yesterday morning, and I was listening to some beats, and I thought of a couple of different ideas. Because moving forward, I'm gonna be getting real serious about the songs that I'm choosing to be on part of this project. And if we're gonna be booking that studio time, it'll be best, you know, while you're working on that song, to have something else we can work on too. Plus, we still gotta work on that kaleidoscope. So it's a good investment. Plus, I got Queen Mache. I got her working on a song right now too. So between now and the end of July, I would like to be finished up with that song that I have her working on. I think a lot of hype is about to get built after this show on the 26th, and the talks of me, because you know for a fact that she's most likely told her people, and those people are connected with other people. So once the word gets spread and once the hype builds around the show, that's gonna cause a lot of ruckus, and I'm ready for it. Lex, I'm the only one that's done that so far. I'm the only one that's done a drop for the show. And the show is basically still a whole month and a half away. And I've already jumped on the promo early. And I know all the artists that are already a part of the show are jumping on the promo early. They should be. I want this to be a mega show. So I figured, let me go ahead and lead the race. I gotta lead the race, Lex. I gotta lead the race. Cause the thing is, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 2 a week. I'm gonna do 2 drops a week. Just to show. This is how I'm moving. All from now on, this is how I'm moving. And this is actually an experiment to see how many people I can get in the building right now. That's what this is. How many actual people, like close friends, guaranteed, how many people can I get in there? Because that's going to affect the next show. Yeah. Because depending on how many people I can get to come, out of all the people that I've actually sent a personal invite to, that's going to make it to where I'll know exactly what I need to accept the next show. And if you got some ideas, Lex, let me know. If you got some ideas too, we can tag team on some of this, some of these different promotional ideas. I had some ideas about different ways that I can do it in the house. I've already done it in the park. So moving forward, that's what it's going to be. I'm going to be thinking a lot about different promotional things, just ways to promote and do drops, no matter where I'm at. I might do my next one at the barbershop. All right, guys, my time is up. I love you, and I appreciate you for being here with me. For all those that are new, don't know, my name's Ace Mirrorman, the one and only modern mystic, the most magical being in Michigan, your quantum access, multidimensional being of light. And every day the mission is the same over here. We are seeding the highest vibrational frequencies of heaven on earth with actions that are infused with love, with the intentions to see the beauty in all things, not just for ourselves, but for everyone that we come into contact with. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow, bright and early. Have a good night.